All right, so let me start the Facebook stream as well. All right, so we're going to take a look at Seth MacFarlane's new show coming out. They released a trailer for The Orville. Now, I am, full disclosure, not the biggest Seth MacFarlane fan. Not to say I'm not a fan. I liked the earlier seasons of Family Guy. I stopped watching somewhere around season 5 or 6. I forgot when I quit watching. It got to the point I really couldn't stand it anymore. American Dad was okay. I did like American Dad. It was a good show. I know it's on TBS and it's fine. I enjoyed Ted. Ted was a pretty funny movie. I haven't seen Ted 2. I actually didn't make it all the way through. It's just meh. And I haven't seen A Million Ways to Die in the West, and I haven't seen any of his other outings. I think Dad's was another one of his shows, and a few others. Needless to say, they keep throwing things against the wall for this guy at Fox to see if it would stick. And other than American Dad and Family Guy, nothing's lasted one season. I think he just had another show. What was it, APB or something, just went off the air? So let's take a look at The Orville here and see what this actually looks at. Now, I haven't seen this yet, so let's take a look. All right.
Ed, have a seat. I have good news. There's a ship available, the USS Orville.
Ever since I was a kid, I have wanted to serve on an exploratory vessel.
You're nobody's first choice for this job, but we have 3,000 ships to staff, and we need captains.
Can I have one of these mints?
Those are marbles. We're giving you one last chance.
Production value doesn't look
I just want to say
bad.
I am thrilled to be your new captain. I want this to be an efficient ship, but also one that you're glad to be serving on. Lieutenant Commander Bordus, your entire species is male, isn't it?
That is correct, sir.
Probably not a lot of arguments about leaving the toilet seat up and that kind of thing, right?
Mocklins urinate only once per year.
Really? I'm up 2-3 times a night.
That is unfortunate.
It is.
What?
Time to meet the locals. Hi, I'm Captain Ed Mercer. Holy crap! We don't mean your family any harm.
Well, we did just shoot his dad.
Aside from shooting your dad, we don't mean your family any harm.
Captain, there's a message coming in from Admiral Halsey. It says that an executive officer has become available.
No. No. Oh, crap. Sorry, man. You okay?
Yeah, it's all good, man. You okay?
Yeah, all good. Sorry.
All right, no worries.
The captain does not appear to be pleased at the arrival of his first officer.
They were married.
No way.
You know how many times I tried to talk to you, but
You weren't hearing me, or you weren't around at all, but I did try.
I was the one who suggested couples counseling.
The therapist was your brother-in-law.
This should be a really fun trip for all of us.
Perhaps we should not be talking about this.
Oh, no. We're talking about this. This is a thing.
It's like
We'll
powerless.
be delivering supplies to the science
Worse.
station on Epsilon 2.
I think that's possible.
Thank you for coming. We need protection.
Protection from what?
The krill. We have figured out a way to manipulate the speed of events.
So, it's an anti-banana ray.
It's really interesting.
We need no longer fear the banana.
Does it work on all fruit?
What about salads?
You do realize this could be used as a weapon.
That's why you're here.
Orders to Captain Mercer. Just detected a krill destroyer entering orbit.
Door's jammed.
Alara, you want to open this jar of pickles for me? I loosened it for you.
Return fire.
Give me the device, or I will destroy your ship.
Sorry, can you move like 2 steps to your right? It's just a lot of dead space there. Just perfect. Yeah, sorry, you were just very weirdly framed.
What?
What is that? Is that a beer?
Yeah, I'm nervous. You know, it's a new ship. I want to make a good impression.
It's 9:15 in the morning.
Sorry.
Okay. Whew. Okay, so yeah. Got a couple chuckles out of it. Wasn't nearly as painful as I thought it was gonna be. It looks decent. I will have to admit, I was pleasantly surprised. I was expecting it to be very cringeworthy, and oh my god. There were a few moments, granted, but overall, I didn't hate it. I'll watch the pilot. Sure, why not? It looks kind of, well, we don't have any Star Trek, and looks kind of Star Trek-y in a way. Although it just feels. It feels a lot like Powerless. And I don't know if you saw Powerless. Powerless was supposed to be a superhero comedy show that takes place in an office, and it's been canceled. It was on NBC this year. The basic plot is Wayne, a subsidiary of Wayne Enterprises, where they develop anti-supervillain like devices and stuff. I saw like 2 episodes. It wasn't funny. It was very poorly written. I understood what they were going for, but it didn't work. The jokes fell flat. The acting was horrible. Even had Alan Tudyk in it, who I normally love, and he barely made the show even tolerable. It had Vanessa Hudgens in it, which I don't mind her, but woefully miscast. She's not funny, and she's supposed to be the straight person, but no one else around her was funny. So when you're a straight person and there's no comedy, how exactly do you make that work? I'm not entirely sure on that one. Oh god, I was really confused on that. But this show, it seems like it understands getting the comedy working with the actual drama at the same time. It has a decent enough setup. It looks like a comedic version of Star Trek, which could be interesting considering McFarlane is a huge Star Trek fan. He is a Trekkie. If anybody's going to be able to pull something like that off, it would be him. I think they're only doing 13 episodes. The production value looks pretty good. Jon Favreau directed the pilot. He knows how to work comedy and action and mix it up together. I didn't see the usual McFarlane type jokes. I didn't see dick or fart jokes. The joke about the beer, okay, it was kind of funny. But if they tone down the McFarlane's level of humor, like in Family Guy, which it became later on with just fart jokes, dick jokes, and just pure offensive, sick humor, and actually go for actual comedy, hey, you know what? This could actually work. I got a couple of chuckles out of the pilot, or out of the trailer. It looked halfway interesting. It wasn't nearly as painful as I thought it was going to be. Maybe this might be the one that takes off for him. Maybe. I mean, he hasn't starred in any of his other shows, or the live action ones. So that's going to be a change. The cast includes Scott Grimes. I know him from a few things. I know he plays Steve Smith, his son, on American Dad. He does voices on Family Guy. He's in, I think he was in Justified. He's been in quite a few things over the years. ER. He's not bad. He's actually kind of funny. So they got someone who, so he's not bad. Penny Johnson-Gerald. You know, hey, you got a Star Trek alumnus in here. Congratulations. And one from Deep Space Nine to boot. So I'll give you a plus there. I loved her as Cassidy Yates. Adrian Palicki, never seen her in a comedy before. I actually don't hate her as an actress. I know it's kind of weird. I loved her in John Wick. I didn't see her, I think, when I was watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but I do remember her from the G.I. Joe sequel. She was in the second G.I. Joe movie. She was in an episode of Smallville back in the day. I've seen her, and she was in Supernatural for a couple of episodes, too. She's been around quite a bit. She's very tolerable. I don't have anything against her. She's actually pretty decent. And she had a funny line in the trailer, at least, as well. So, with the good banter with Seth MacFarlane, I wonder if they're going to play up on that. It'll be interesting to see. Overall, I'll give it a try. I'm not going to give it a must watch, but I'll try it. I'll watch maybe the first couple episodes, see how they work out, and review them for 4TW at the same time. So let me know what you guys think. Yay, nay, piece of crap. Let us know. Let me know. I'm not quite sure what I'm thinking of it at this point. I'm not quite sure what you guys are going to think, but personally, maybe it's McFarlane going back to old form where he's actually going for somewhat, more, I say adult humor, but, more, less juvenile humor and actually going for some actual, real comedy. Hey, one can only hope. The stuff in Ted that was serious worked. So as much as there were the dick and fart jokes and stuff, but the comedy in Ted did work. The problem I had with Ted 2 was they amped up the more juvenile and stoner comedy, which really turned me off of Ted 2. This one seems to be more in line with early seasons of Family Guy and American Dad, and more in line with the first Ted film. So we shall see. All right, be sure to check us out on 4TWnetwork.com. We will have more content coming soon. Plus, this weekend, we will be doing a 4TW live on live action adaptation of cartoons and animation. This will include both anime and American animation. So look forward to that. So look for that at about 8:30, 9 o'clock come Saturday night. So thank you. Have a good night.